looked it up.
Yeah, so, yeah, we YouTubed it, when in doubt, YouTube. And we finally figured out what the hell we have to do with that damn Bonnie thing. Which means I have to sit through this fucking box den again.
For this reason, it's important to keep the room dark.
Is that not what it's called?
Accidentally activate her. You have been provided with a flash beacon.
I've just been saying that.
Use it if you need to get your bearings and to ensure
It's a
you
foxhole.
don't bump
It's
into
a den.
anything.
It's a fox
However,
den.
use it as sparingly as
Go on.
possible. Proceed
So,
forward
what
to
it
reach
is
the
that the
parts and
puppet's afraid
service
of
room.
light.
Yep.
You have to allow it to raise up enough.
So you can push the button.
You can push the button, because if you don't look at him, he'll continue to, move up.
Where in our case, we thought we had to catch him, which, 4 times through was not working. So...
And when we had the first... Apparently that minigame only happens on, your first 2 deaths.
Yeah.
So when we were confused as to what we were doing wrong when we weren't getting the minigame. And,
Which was weird, though, because it looks like on that playthrough that we just watched, he got the minigame before he even tried to dismantle Freddy. I feel better now that I know what I need to do, though.
Yeah. So we're not endlessly going back and forth on this.
That's normally, if I'm being 100% honest, that's normally why I stop playing video games. I don't usually play them, which I feel is why Josephine and Sebastian want me to play video games with them, is that I don't generally play them. So... one of the reasons I don't play is because I'll start playing, I get through the tutorial, I start actually going through the main chapter, and once I get through that main chapter, I start dying or things stop working, I don't fully understand how to do the mechanics, and I stop. I'm just like, fuck it, I don't need to do this anymore.
Plus, I think it's a lot more awesome that nowadays we have the internet at our fingertips. Back when we were kids, if you didn't get a game, you just have to keep doing it until you figured it out.
Which honestly, I feel again is like a character builder. I mean, my dad's been a gamer since he was 9 years old. He had, the Atari, he had all the original game systems. And now as an adult, he doesn't look up cheat codes. He doesn't look up playthroughs. He legit just goes through and plays games until he knows what he needs to do. Mm-hmm. And he fucking loves it. That's what makes games interesting for him. Whereas in our case, we just want to get to the end result, get all the story, get all the shit, get all the cool, secret Easter eggs. That's what our goal is.
And I remember when I was playing Kingdom Hearts as a kid, even then, there was no internet to internet was a thing, but it was so slow that you didn't want to get on the internet and look anything up, and people weren't posting the answers because, again, no one wanted to be on the internet. So when I was playing Kingdom Hearts as a kid, I went through all of it. I played hours and hours and hours, replaying levels over and over and over again. Just to be able to get it, full completed game. I found that I like to either drop games immediately or completed it to ultra completion.
Yeah.
When I was a kid.
I've never completed anything.
Great job reaching parts and service. It seems that Funtime Freddy is out of power, which should make your job much easier. The release switch. Great. Now locate the button under his left. Great. Now carefully locate and press. Great.
Which was awfully hard.
Really?
Good job.
Yeah.
Faceplates.
Initially, we got it from my sister.
Great
and then
work.
Me and my dad
You will
kept
now
having
be
to help
required
them.
to remove the secondary
Because I
power
couldn't figure out these
module
different-
from
it
the
was like a
Bonnie
puzzle
hand
platformer.
puppet.
And it was
Press
actually
the large
really
black
difficult
button
because
beneath
me and my dad
Bonnie's
was
bow
like,
tie
"Dang,
to release the
this
power
is
module.
actually hard. Maybe I'll start my own game version of it." And we did, and me and my dad actually played it too. I remember watching my dad play a lot of games as a kid because a lot of games frustrated me like you did. And so I would quit partway through a game, but I still wanted to see the ending, so I had to watch my dad play.
Yeah. I mean, that's basically, I'd watch my father play, I'd watch my stepfather play. That's why I really have so much love for the Resident Evil games, is more or less that my stepfather played all of them and let me watch. So that was kind of our bonding. The only game I actually played with him was the shooting mode in 007 GameCube games. Mm-hmm. And I actually thoroughly enjoyed that as well.
I used to watch my dad play the old Doom game. Doom, I think it was Doom 3 or whatever
Press
it was.
the large
It was
black
actually
button
3D.
beneath Bonnie's bow tie
And then I
to
watched
release
him
the
play
power
little
module.
fear games. So and I was very much a kid that would get myself into scary situations because I'd be like, I'm adult enough, I can watch a game being played, and then I'd have nightmares.
Okay, so he's not even popping up. What am I
Maybe
doing
you're
wrong?
keeping it-
No.
Oh.
1, 2.
Fuck!
Fuck!
Want to get one more fuck out there for good measure?
Fuck!
Try this one more time.
It's because I said I was confident, wasn't it? I was like, I know what I gotta do. I can do it.
I think the problem was that maybe you had a little bit too much light on each of the.
Unlike
Yeah.
When he had it,
Funtime
he had
Foxy
like
is
He was doing it,
motion-activated.
and he was
For
doing
this
it down
reason,
the
it's
bottom
important to
so that
keep
the guy had
dark as
the
to
bunny
not
had enough time to like pop
accidentally
up.
You have been provided with a
Had too
flash
much
beacon.
light on his
Use it if
shoulder.
you need to get your bearings and to
And it
ensure you
caused
don't
him
bump
to
into
not
anything.
let it pop up at all.
However, use it as sparingly as possible.
What's this dude's name? Scott
Proceed
Cassard.
forward to reach the parts
Coffin?
service room.
Fuck you.
Colton,
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. This shit is just way much. It's just much. Oh. Of course, Bash is sitting in the living room being like, how you guys doing? You guys doing well? Everything going okay? No, everything's not going okay. I'm literally hiding in a dark room from a vicious killer animatronic fox. I cannot get this stupid little robot bunny puppet. It's a dark time for me. I will say I was actually very excited to do these playthroughs with my friends, mostly because I don't like video games, and I do actually really like YouTube. I think it is a really cool outlet to talk and whatever else. Now that she's left the room, I'm feeling quite awkward because I'm just like talking to a microphone by myself, and you know.
You didn't stop talking while I was gone.
No, but I didn't know what to say, so I'm just like,
I
it's
left the
awkward.
room and you're just like, and I'm never gonna stop speaking. And I could like hear you out there. I'm like, I don't know what she's saying, but goddamn, does she have a lot to say?
Yes. Excuse me. I pretty much just like the sound of my own voice, which is funny because hearing it on recording really bothers me.
Well, when I hear my voice, when it's just me talking,
You wonder how people
I
can
sound
stand to be
so-
around you.
No, I sound so like mature. Like my voice sounds deeper than it is actually, and it sounds so smooth and silky. And I'm like, oh,
I think
love
she's
my voice.
fucking
It's
delirious.
beautiful. And then I heard a recording of me, and I'm like, and because I always heard like, phone recordings, but you always told yourself phone recordings are just distorted, right? But these mics actually give very minimal distortion. Very minimal. Like what you hear is what you are. And I heard myself, and I was like, I'm 5. Honey, how long have you known? And he's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I sound like a 5-year-old. And he's like,
You are
Yeah.
screeching.
I don't mean to. He's like, yeah, you kind of do.
You do. You have a very shrill, high-pitched voice. There's nothing really wrong with that. I mean, I knew at first when I met you. Oh my God, we hated each other so much. We hated each other so much, and her
The thing was
voice
that
bothered
we
me.
tried to like each other, then we just decided, fuck it.
Yeah,
And we hated each other, and then suddenly we liked each other again.
yeah. It didn't happen very smoothly. She started working at Chuck E. Cheese's, and at first, you did that like professional, good fucking try where you're like, oh, let's train her, let's everything be okay and happy.
Do you know you're the first person I met at Chuck E. Cheese? Do you remember me at all? I came in an hour early for my interview because just bus scheduling, and you were like, I remember thinking how much you talked because like you were there at the kid check stand, and I was sitting there, and you're like, oh, he'll be here any minute. I'm like, oh, that's fine. I know I'm super early. It's not like I'm concerned about how long it takes him. And you're like, yeah. And then you stood there silently for about a minute, and then you started to fidget. And then you're like, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, you don't need to apologize. And you're like, yeah.
Great
yeah.
job
And then you
reaching
stop.
parts of. Great. Now locate the button under his left.
She's talking about the first time she ever met me at Chuck E. Cheese.
Locate and press
Yeah,
the
and then
button
she was
next to
just like-
Freddy's right eye.
Then you just kept saying stuff like random shit. Like you just kept like trying to fill
Now
the
carefully
space
locate.
with talking. And I'm like,
That's kind of the definition of my life.
Yeah, like
The
I ain't even
faceplates
talking.
should now be
Ah,
open.
Clinton versus Trump.
Locate and press the other side of Freddy's endoskeleton jaw.
Go away.
Yeah, like go away. What are you doing?
How do I get? Oh, there it
There it
goes.
So when I
Great
first met,
work.
I just
You will
thinking,
now be
God,
required to remove the
talks a
secondary
lot.
power module from
I'm
the
a
Bonnie
very
hand
like
pump.
socially anxious person around people.
Press
I
the
don't know.
large black
Once I know
button
you, I talk
beneath
a lot, but
Bonnie's
if I don't
bow
know you,
tie
it's just
to
like,
release the power
why are you
module.
talking to me? Go away. Too much, remember? Keep it cool.
Well, no, I have to. He was doing like down here, like next to the leg that he doesn't pop out on, and then giving him time to like pop up, and then you have to like kind of sneak up on it and be like, "Are you there, little buddy?"
Oh, now.
Oh!
You were so close! Yeah, but then I remember after we worked together for about a month or so, you came up to me, you asked me to sit in your car with you because we were on break at the same time. And I was like, oh, okay. And we sat in your car and you were smoking a cigarette and you started like puffing it like crazy. You were like really smoking. I was like, damn. Okay, go get it. Oh!
Press the large black button beneath Bonnie's bow tie
And
to
then
release
you
the
just
power
like,
module.
okay, this guy's not really stupid, but I just have to say it anyways. Can you be my friend? And you said it in the most ridiculous way, and I felt like you said it more silly just because you felt silly. And I was like, yeah, I'll be your friend.
Fuck!
And then after about a month of us working together after that, we both decided, fuck this bitch.
I thought I asked you to be my friend after we hated each other.
No. Because what happened was, you found out that me and
Said person.
we're all playing D&D every, like, week.
Oh,
And
yeah.
you're like, I want to play D&D with
Press
you guys.
the large black button beneath Bonnie's bow
And
tie to release
They
the
went
power
ahead and
module.
invited you, and then came to me after that.
Great job.
Oh!
You've
I fucking did
for
it!
the night.
Go!
Fun Time Auditorium, and we'll see you back here again tomorrow.
Okay, so now I just have to
Holy
get.
crap!
Now I just have to get back.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
So anyways, and then they just told me, they were like, oh, by the way, we invited Gabby. And I was like, what? And they're like, yeah, she said she wanted to. And I was like, why would you invite her? Like, I don't like her. She's an asshole. And they're like, oh, I guess we can uninvite her. And I'm like, no.
That's
don't do
fucked
that,
up.
Because she's going to know it's because of me.
Well, we were going to your house, so I mean, technically that would have been fair.
No, we're
but-
going to his house. Remember? You don't remember.
I apologize, guys. I smoked a lot of pot back then. Like,
We're not condoning drug use.
no. I'm not saying do it. I'm saying that that's part of the reason why I forget a lot of shit like that. Like, I understand there are certain details. I know we played D&D together, and that's kind of how our friendship blossomed. But the actual time
Details and all that,
sequence...
yeah. So then we went and we played, and afterwards they're like, do you ever want to invite her again? I was like, no, I still hate her. And we didn't. We didn't invite you back, and we were playing. And then one day at work, we were still talking about D&D, and you heard us, and you're like, you guys played D&D without me? And like, at that moment, it broke my heart. And I was just like, oh. And I was like, oh, because they immediately felt really awkward. I was like, we didn't know you enjoyed it. You never said you liked it. And you're like, of course I enjoyed it. I want to play.
You're making me sound like such a bitch. Like, can you stop?
Well, you used to be. That was the thing. Back then you were really like kind of an asshole. And then you were like really like, and then you like, because you didn't realize you were an asshole all the time. You like were kind of surprised by people's reactions to you sometimes.
Oh, I still am. I
And,
still am.
Like, I felt so brokenhearted, and I went over to Al, and I told him, like, invite her to the next game. What? Are you sure? Yeah, do it. I'll live. You don't have to be on, just do it! And after that game, that's when I, like, fell back in love with your personality again.
D&D, I really feel helps out with friendships in general. Dude, it was such a fun game. It's still such a fun game.
Oh, yeah.
It helps you really explore just a lot of creativity, a lot of imagination.
And you get a good
And I
look
never played it.
at the other person's personality.
Yeah, I mean, I never played it before hanging out with them. So I never realized how much I enjoyed the game. So yeah, at that time when they were playing without me, I was like, that's fucking shitty because I have no one else to play with. Assholes.
I felt so bad. Like, 'cause I knew it was all me. And I was like, I am literally the reason she's upset right now. And I felt so bad.
You realize you're, like, basically admitting that our friendship was essentially built off of pity.
I told Bina the other day that our friendship was based off of my own self-survival because I knew I forgot my music all the time.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the best of friendships don't always have the most epic of beginnings.
That's true. That's true.
Get that on a shirt, y'all.
Dude, you need a censor noise for every time you're, like, bleeping out people's names.
Well, I've been using cow noises, but I don't know. Then I wonder if I'm, like, accidentally offending those people because I'm inferring that they're a cow.
Those people are probably not going to watch.
Good point.
And if they do, that's sad.
Yeah, what are you doing here creeping?
Yeah, fuck off. Fuck off, creepers. Because the people we're talking about know we'd be talking about them.
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah, that's the...
We're so fucking close.
We are.
I just need to get the fuck out of this room. Because if I die at this point...
And have to do all of it?
No. No. You should just use the twat waffle to censor things, because I feel like the irony is real.
I've considered. Oh! Fuck! No! 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 Where's our game over at? Where does it take us? Where does it take us?
She can make balloons. Have you seen her make balloons?
I'm...
Daddy, let me go to her.
What does that mean?
Oh.
I'm inside the fucking...
And quiet.
They threw you inside.
You've been sleeping for quite a while. I think they noticed that you never left the building last night. The cameras were searching for you, but they couldn't find you. I have you hidden too well. I kidnapped you.
I kidnapped you. Holy crap. So the boys put us in here.
Okay, so that was supposed to happen. That wasn't my fault.
Oh, it's night 4.
Yeah, they didn't even give me...
Okay, hold on. Pause.
How do I...
Don't be afraid. I'm not going to hurt you. I am only going to keep you for a little while. Try not to wiggle, though. You're inside something that came from my old pizzeria.
What?
From her old pizzeria?
Used. At least not the way it was meant to be used.
We're in a spring trap
Too
suit.
dangerous.
So if we move too much...
It's
It'll
just
spring
big
trap
enough
on us
for
and we'll
one
die.
person to fit inside, but just barely.
But they can come and look inside of it,
You're
can't
in
they?
the scooping room. Do you know why they call it the scooping room?
No.
It's because, dummy, this is the room where they use the scooper. I thought that would be obvious.
Scooper?
The fuck's a scooper?
Isn't that a fun name for something? The scooper. It sounds like something you would use for ice cream, or custard, or
She makes me want to cry.
It sounds like something you would want at your birthday party, to ensure that you get a heaping portion of every good thing. I wonder, though, if you were a freshly opened pint of ice cream, how you would feel about something with that name. Thankfully, I don't think a freshly opened pint of ice cream feels anything at all. Uh-oh. It sounds like someone else is in the building. Shh.
Does it sound like she's maybe getting more and more resentful?
None of us. Okay, it sounds like they're bringing it in animatronics in. Excuse me. Mood kill. Sorry, we had to be quiet.
Yeah, we're coming. Oh,
I can't move.
know, but like, why does it sound so loud and scary? Oh, fuck, what's in our vision?
The scooper, I'm assuming.
Now, is it because the mouse is moving or because it's moving in front of us?
No, if the mouse was moving, it would move this part. That's baby?
That's Ballora.
Ballora?
Yeah, it's Ballora.
Well, the guy sounded like mechanics. Oh, she's gonna look right at us.
There's something very important that I've learned how to do over time. Do you know what that is?
No.
How to pretend. Do you ever play make-believe?
We just talked about D&D,
Pretend
yeah.
to be one way when you are really the other. It's very important. Ballora never learns, but I do.
Ballora never learned.
They think there is something wrong on the inside. The only thing that matters is knowing how to pretend.
So, Ballora probably never pretends to be... What just happened?
Were they kicking? Is
I'll
that a
open
foot?
the faceplates for you. That way they can find you on the cameras. Now all you have to do is wait. I'd recommend that you keep the spring locks wound up. Your breathing and your heartbeat are causing them to come loose. You don't want them to get too loose. Trust me.
Oh, guys, this is really, really scary.
I'm not sure what they mean by keep the spring locks wound up. Oh! What the fuck is that?
Oh, what is that? Oh, it's crawling.
I don't want to look at it.
Oh, there's more than one.
What am I supposed to do?
I don't know.
She said I needed to wind something up.
Oh! What the fuck was that?
What
the fuck was that? That is no! What
you.
are we supposed to do?
Thank you. I don't... We need food.
Yeah, guys, we're gonna have to come back to y'all later.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Bye, guys.
Bye.